Hi, good afternoon. My name is Ismael, and this is my Unit 6 assignment. I'll be talking about the Israeli dressing or the emergency dressing. The emergency dressing is one of the items that we use in the battlefield to control bleeding and control massive hemorrhage. The Israeli dressing, it debuted in early 2000s. It was nicknamed by U.S. troops as the Israeli dressing because it was created by an Israeli soldier. This item is used to control the bleeding and massive hemorrhage. With the current war on terrorism, there have been many devices such as the combat action tourniquet to control bleeding, and this item has been one of the state-of-the-art items that we can use. This is the Israeli dressing. It's already open. Uh, there's many different forms. This one is an abdominal dressing. The Israeli dressing has a sterile gauze. This white part is going to go over the dressing. Also has a pressure point, and at the end of the bandage, it has a locking bar. The Israeli dressing is being used not only with U.S. troops but also international troops. There was a study shown that 90% of the battlefield injuries that died of wounds died because of hemorrhage. Hemorrhage was not controlled, and 80% died in the hospitals or medical treatment facilities. With the invention of the Israeli dressing and the tourniquets, that number has been decreased significantly. The Israeli dressing is currently used in the battlefield and also here in country, not only by EMS, but also some of the hospitals and law enforcement personnel. This one is already in the package, is by the North American Rescue, and the one that I'm going to use is currently used by Persis Medical. This dressing, the bandage comes in the package. We're going to take it off, take the bandage out. It comes in a clear plastic wrap. Open it. Then you can take it out. There it is. For this assignment, my assistant is going to be my wife. Her name is Ruth.
Hi.
Say hi. And she's going to be my assistant for today. Instructions on how to use the Israeli dressing. Once it's out of the package, let's say she has open wound on her right leg. Want to make sure that we have access to the actual wound. Once you open the Israeli or pressure dressing, like I said, this part, the white part, is sterile. This is the part that's going to go over the wound. You don't have to touch it because you have enough room on both sides. Once you place the sterile part over the wound, you can see there's a picture right here. It tells you it goes over the wound. And the pressure bar is right here next to it. What you want to do is, once I start wrapping it around, you want to introduce the bandage in the middle and pull back. While pulling back, the bar is going to be over the wound, creating that pressure dressing. That pressure is 30 pounds of pressure over the wound. We're going to start by wrapping it around. What I like to do is go one over and one under. That way it doesn't shift up and down. At this time, you want to feed it through the locking pressure bar. And like I said, you want to pull back in order to create that pressure. Wrap it around. Every time you pull it, you want to make sure you pull tight. Once you're done, this is the locking bar. You want to pull one side on the top, one side on the bottom, in order to lock itself into place. After this is done, you want to make sure you check for pulse, sensation. Can you wiggle? Can you feel? Push up, push down, making sure that there's no blood coming or seeping through. That is my demonstration of the immersion bandage. Me as a 68 whiskey, I have to be proficient at my job. This is one of the items that I have to be very proficient, because if I deploy or even here in country, at some point I'm gonna have to use it, and I want to be very, very proficient to stop the bleeding and save lives. That's it for all. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoy it. Mira, me pasé.